Respected scholars, student pharmacists, family and friends, thank you for joining us today in this evening of celebrations. I speak to all of the students today, humbled by your presence. Years of hard work, dedication, sleepless nights, and arduous days have culminated to this hour, where we celebrate our valediction from our formal studies and transition into the profession of pharmacy. I was asked to speak today because I am the president of the class. 4 years ago, I stood before our class and I gave a speech on how I plan to serve them. And I believe I was able to win your votes because I told a story about how I would treat you as well as I treated my prized pet chickens. And at the time, I nursed one from sickness in the late hours of the night. About a month or so into our second year, the Michigan right to farm law was amended and backyard chickens like the ones I had raised were prohibited. I quickly sold my chickens and now they probably are sitting at the bottom of someone's belly. This explains why I try not to look at any of you directly into the eyes. In all seriousness, I have tried my best over the past 4 years to ensure that your voices have been represented and to ensure that our time as students would be smooth and fun. Today, I hope to provide your family and friends with a snapshot of what these past 4 years have been like. Our collective success did not come easily, and it could not be possible without all of the individuals in this room today. I would like to start out by thanking the faculty. Please give them a round of applause. You pushed us past what we thought was our limit, and that helped us become better practitioners. Although we only recognized 2 faculty members to receive awards today, in honesty, all of you deserve awards for the countless hours you put in to ensure that we had the best education. You dedicated so much of your time in and outside of the classroom to ensure that we had the best experiences. Whether it was tutoring students individually, accommodating exam dates, creating extra study sessions, providing unique practice site experiences, or even just being great preceptors. Your practice and teaching philosophies are what helped us reach where we are today and will continue to shape what we will become in the future. And for these reasons, we thank you.
But Mike's not happy.
I would also like to thank the family and friends that are out in the audience today. Please give them a hand. Being a pharmacy student is a full-time job. Taking care of one is too. It is all too easy to be a burden on your family and friends, and I assure you, we were all burdens. Whether it was laundry, stocked fridges, home-cooked meals, listening to us complain, or having to sleep through the 7 alarms that I set between the hours of 3 a.m. and 6 a.m., the support that you've offered and the time that you've spent is invaluable, and I can say without a doubt that we could not have done it without you. This day is just as much about your love and support as it is about our accomplishments. Rejoice in the fact that you are the main reason your graduate is here today. I know that all of the students would like to wholeheartedly thank their family and friends. Let's spend a little time reflecting about the class of 2016. We started 4 years ago at our white coat ceremony, each of us grinning over the prospects to come and the journey we were about to embark. Classes began and work started to pile up, but we were resilient. We stayed positive, kept up with our classwork, and we began school with one of the most creative fundraisers any pharmacy class has ever had. We won a video competition run through Channel 955's morning radio show. All of the students in our class worked flawlessly together. Students contributed to the production of the video through starring, filming, editing, and even campaigning on Facebook. All of our work resulted in us winning the first place prize. This video earned us the title of the creative class within the college. A fitting title, if you ask me. We didn't stop there. During our P1 year, many of the students in our class applied and went through election processes to become part of the executive board of every organization in the pharmacy school. When it came to leadership and involvement, our class exemplified excellence. Students in our class were successfully able to create an organization out of what was originally a student project. By doing so, and under the leadership of these students, we were able to donate nearly 2,000 cans of Ensure, Boost, and other nutritional drinks to South Africa and Botswana to help fight the AIDS epidemic. Those students are wearing red cords today, provided by their organization, FAWN. Or how about our student chapter of the American Pharmacists Association, which was able to create the students collaborating on policy and advocacy initiative that gained national publicity twice, once through the Student Pharmacist magazine and then on the National APHA Facebook page. Our class was also deeply committed to serving others internationally, locally in the communities on campus, and in Michigan. Our chapter of WSU was able to go to developing countries and provide medical relief on an interprofessional medical team. They were even able to give a national presentation on how to develop an interprofessional medical team at the National American Association of Colleges of Pharmacy Conference. The students of Rokai continuously put on service activities, including mock practicums, interviews, and tutoring for underclassmen. The brothers of Kappa Psi in our class were able to donate over 25,000 bottles of water to Flint during the water crisis over the past year. Our success in leadership was based on a strong academic foundation. Our academic success was due to our willingness to work together and really help each other out. I scanned through our Facebook page the other day, and there are countless study guides and helpful notes that we shared with each other. I kid you not, there are hundreds upon thousands of pages of study material on that Facebook page, which stands as a testament to the kind of compassionate pharmacists this class will produce. I think that everyone here has had a light bulb moment while in pharmacy school. And mine happened at the end of my second year. I have a neighbor, and she's an older Hispanic woman, and she was always really nice to me and my family. My dad and I always helped shovel her snow, take out her trash, and she would bring us food on her religious holidays. We would do the same. We built a strong relationship. In the summer, right before I started my P3 year, she experienced a stroke. We visited her in the hospital, and she was grateful to have us. She then left the hospital, and she had a list of medications. She came to me and she said, "Ali, I don't know why I have to take all these medications. I can't even pronounce half of them." I sat down with her, and I explained why she needed to take all of those medications. She told me she never had someone sit down and explain everything the way I did. I made the mistake of giving her my phone number, and now I'm on call 7 days a week. But this just goes to show you how important the role of a pharmacist is, and how far we've come from count, pour, lick, stick. So it's nationally accepted that there are two standard metric evaluations of how difficult a pharmacy program is. Now the first is graduation rates and average graduating GPAs, but the second and more important is the amount of hair loss experienced by the students throughout the program. Now I take off my cap here. My hair is definitely a testament to the difficulty of this program. The joke's on them though, this graduation gown came with a cap. I would now like to congratulate the students. 4 years, countless assignments, PPS, seminars, presentations, pre-class quizzes, readings, TBLs, IPPEs, APPEs, 125 exams, 125 times we heard Ben crack open a can of pop 5 minutes into the exam. And we finally made it. This is no small feat, and you should be proud of your accomplishments. These accomplishments can only be outdone by what we choose to do in the future. And I challenge you all to cultivate your passion in our field. I ask you all to excel wherever you decide to go, and to continue to push boundaries and set new standards. To those of you who are pursuing residencies and fellowships this year or in the near future, I wish you the best of luck in your continued education. I have no doubt that you will be great clinicians. You will represent the face of pharmacy in hospitals admirably. I know that you will elevate the presence of pharmacists in research and academia through your future efforts. To those students who are going in the community, I commend your decision in entering the largest pharmacist-run field. I ask that you continue fighting to elevate your practice and that you keep patient care as your #1 priority. Your access to patients is unparalleled by any healthcare professional in any field, and your influence on patient wellness is paramount because of this accessibility. And to those students who are pursuing other avenues of pharmacy or are unsure of which area of practice is right for them, I ask that you take the advice that was given to me on my last rotation. This applies to all of the students here as well. Do not set limits on yourself. What you do to create your legacy is not defined by the degree you have. Rather, it is defined by your willingness to help others and advance humanity. I'd like to leave you with one quotation as well, one my father always said to me, and loosely translated from Arabic. There is nothing for a person except that which he strives for, and that which he strives for, he will see the reward. Of course, we have all strived to succeed in pharmacy school, and the reward today is our graduation. However, our journey doesn't end here. We have only begun to thrive, and what we choose to dream for, we will appreciate that reward much later in our lives. And most importantly, I ask that you all strive for your happiness, because nothing is more important than that. Thank you all. It has been a pleasure serving you. At this time, I ask that the students move their tassels from the right to the left, signifying graduation.
For those remarks. Apparently we don't tonsure people anymore because they just lose their hair naturally during the